Come and listen to my story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, and up through the ground come a bubbling crude. Oil, that is, black gold, Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. The kinfolk said, Jed, move away from there. Said, California is the place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is, swimming pools, movie stars.
The Beverly Hillbillies.
I love this house, Doc. It's perfect for small impromptu parties. I'm going to buy it. That front lawn needs something. A fountain with a statue. What's that statue by Rodin that I like so much?
The Kiss?
Buy it.
I don't think it's for sale.
Buy it.
Well, howdy, folks. What can I do for you?
That's Tracy Richards. The Tracy Richards. She likes the house.
Well, ain't that nice?
I'm Miss Richards' secretary. If the owner's on the premises...
Doug?
Yes.
The chandelier can stay, but this whole wall comes out. Dreadful drapes. Yes, I think this will work out rather nicely.
Well, ma'am, I'm right pleased.
Is there an elevator?
Well, no, ma'am. Generally, we just...
Doug, what's the name of the decorator who did my first villa in Portofino?
Scapita. Guglielmo Scapita.
Yes, fly him over. He's just right for this place.
Very well.
Who's them goomers, Jed?
Dogged if I know.
What do they want?
Don't know that either for sure. He asked if we had an elevator. Could be they're selling them.
Tell them we don't need one.
So far, I ain't been able to get a how-to-do in edgeways.
Awful. Perhaps this wall could come out, too. We'll see what Guglielmo says. Let's go.
Don't you want to see any more of the house?
No need to. I like it.
We're real pleased that you like
Doug, we're going to be late for the art auction, and I must have that Marteau. Now, hurry.
Very well. Can you tell me who owns this house?
Jed owns it.
Mr. Jed?
Jed Clampett, but
Thank you very much. Miss Richards is buying the house.
10, 20, $30. Is this all they're offering for the place?
I don't hardly think so. I don't know what we paid for it, but I believe that it would top this.
I bet you sure got an engine in this rascal. Can I take a look?
Step aside, please. We're in a hurry.
Just a minute, my fingers is
For
closed.
you, boy.
Hold on, folks. Uncle Jed, look what they give me.
Hey, Granny, they just upped it to 40.
Doug, what is the delay? Have you concluded the deal?
Well, no. You see,
How long does it take to buy a mansion? Get it done. I'm double parked.
I'm afraid the Clampett estate is not for sale.
Do you know who I am?
Well, I know you're one of the richest women in the world.
Not one of the richest. The richest. And when I choose to buy something, it becomes for sale.
Well, you see, Mr. Drysdale, who handles the business affairs for the Clampett family, is out of town.
Summon him.
He's traveling by car, but he should... Oh, excuse me, that's Mr. Drysdale's private line. He should be back tonight or tomorrow.
I'm not waiting until tonight or tomorrow. I want that mansion today. Now.
But
Let's go talk to the owner.
We have.
When?
This morning, the man who met us at the door.
You're joking. That rural Rasputin was...
J.D. Clampett.
Well, this is going to be simple. Get the papers ready.
ma'am.
Hello, Mr. Clampett. I suppose you know who I am.
You bet I do. You're the lady come out this morning wanting to buy the place.
I'm Tracy Richards. The Tracy Richards.
Yeah, that's what the fella said. Unusual first name, the. Oh, speaking about that fella, he left us these 4 $10 bills. Would you please see that he gets them back?
Stupid man, I'll discharge him.
Oh, no, it's a mistake anybody could have made. He didn't know how much land went with the place.
Mr. Clampett, I'll get right to the point. How much money have you got in this house?
Well, I don't know right off. Granny's got some in the cookie jar and probably a little in the mattress. I got a few dollars in my good pants.
You like jokes, don't you?
Yeah, if they're good. You got one?
I didn't come here to be funny.
Well, so far, you got nothing to worry about. Sit down, sit down. You like to whittle?
No, thank you. Now, let's dispense with the small talk. I like this house.
So do we. A funny thing, when we moved in, we didn't care too much about it, especially Granny, but it kind of growed on us.
Mr. Clampett, I'm willing to pay your price.
For what?
For this house, this estate.
Oh, well, we ain't looking to sell.
I don't want to bargain with you. I want to buy this house.
Yeah, but like I say, man, we ain't looking to sell.
But you don't understand. Money is no object. I'll give you a blank check.
Well, ma'am, if I turn down $40 cash, I sure ain't gonna take no blank check.
You're deliberately being facetious.
I am?
No one treats me like this. No one.
Like what, ma'am?
I always get what I want, and I'm going to get this house.
Not for $40, you ain't. Especially with them manners.
Doggone it, she got away. And I wanted to meet up with her.
Forget it, boy. She hangs a mite too high on the limb for you.
That woman come back, huh? Did you sell the house, Paul?
Nope. She done a lot of talking, but she didn't raise her price none.
That's a city woman for you, all cackle and no eggs.
I feel kind of sorry for her in a way. She's got $1 million itch and only $40 to scratch it with.
He actually defied me. Worse than that, I think he was laughing at me. That bumpkin, that hayseed. Oh, Doug, what are you doing?
I've been on the phone, Miss Richards. I've checked every source I know. There just isn't much on Mr. Clampett.
Well, I don't need much to ruin him. What clubs does he belong to?
None.
What corporations is he connected with?
None.
Well, he must do something.
He whittles a lot.
I know that.
Miss Richards, there must be hundreds of beautiful mansions in Beverly Hills. Now,
But
why
I
not?
want that one. No bearded hick is going to keep me from getting it.
Well, this bearded hick's pretty independent. You might finally have found a man that you can't buy.
Everyone has a price. And what else did you find out about him?
Not much. He's a widower, completely devoted to his family, and as
His
far as...
family. Tell me about them.
Well, first of all, there's Granny.
I'm sorry Jed ain't here, but he got this phone call to come down to the bank.
Yes, I know.
You do?
I think you mentioned it to me. I'm sorry to miss him, but it's given me a wonderful opportunity to get acquainted with you and see your lovely home.
Oh, well, like I told you, it ain't my home. It's Jed. And I don't think he's got a mind to sell it.
You know, they say a house takes on the personality of those who live in it. This one has certainly taken on your charming personality.
Really?
And that of your beautiful daughter.
Oh, well, May ain't my daughter. She's my granddaughter.
Teasing me. You can't be a grandmother.
Oh, but I am. Ain't I, Ellie? Yes'm.
But you're so young.
I'm older than I look. Ain't I, Ellie? Yes'm. Get that varmint out of my kitchen.
Yes'm, Granny. Good morning. You don't see many pet raccoons.
I do. That girl's got a pet everything. I never seen anyone so critter crazy.
It must be quite a problem for you.
Oh, you don't know the problems that I've got. But then, you don't want to hear about that.
But I do.
Well, I don't blame you. You do?
Yes, I do.
Well, sit down. Sit down. Let me take your coat.
Thank you.
Oh, my. That's a nice soft hide. Where did it come from?
I believe that came from Bergdorf's.
Sure is nice. Would you like some coffee, or do you like your troubles straight?
Coffee would be nice.
Yeah, it would. But I just remembered that's one of my problems. Jethro forgot to go to the store. How would you like a little bite to eat?
Oh, well, fine, if it's no trouble.
No trouble at all. I just happen to have some nice cold possum and gopher gravy in the icebox.
Oh, Granny, I have an idea. Let's go to my hotel for a snack where we can have some coffee, too.
Well, that would be nice. I ain't never been to a big city hotel. I bet it gets spruced up.
No, you look fine. And maybe Ellie would like to join us.
I know she would. Ellie Mae! Shed that critter! Come on! We're gonna have victuals at the big city hotel. I'll get my sweater.
Granny, let me make you a present of this coat.
Oh, no, I couldn't let you do that.
I really would like for you to have it.
No, I wouldn't want you to do it.
Please.
No, now nothing to do.
Dog, she's back.
Well, Jethro,
Granny, where'd you get the coat?
Miss Richards give it to me. Feel it.
What kind of hide is it?
Comes from a critter called a Bergdorf.
Oh, this handsome young man must be Jethro.
Say hello, Jethro.
Hello, Jethro.
Where's Jed?
Who?
Your Uncle Jed. Where is he?
I left him at the bank. I think.
Well, we's going to Miss Richards' hotel to have victuals.
Would you like to join us, Jethro?
Boy, I'll say.
Come on. You and me can sit up on the bench and talk.
Granny, why don't we take my car?
Good view from up there.
But I've seen everything.
All right. I'll see what's keeping Ellie. Ellie Mae! Come on!
Jethro, would you like to drive my car?
Would I?
Where's Jethro going? I don't know. He just drove away.
He'll be back. He don't know where we're going for victuals.
He certainly loves to drive, doesn't he?
Wait till you see him eat.
I'm back. Any calls? Okay, thank you.
Oh, hi there, Miss Jane.
Mr. Clampett, how long have you been here?
Well, quite a spell. I come as soon as I got the call.
What call?
Well, you see, this fella called up and said Mr. Drysdale wanted to see me.
That's strange. Mr. Drysdale's out of town.
Must have heard him wrong.
Oh, incidentally, you may be hearing from a Miss Tracy Richards. She's very anxious to buy your house.
Oh, yeah, she already come to see me. I got her money right here in my pocket.
You didn't sell?
No, ma'am. All she offered was $40.
$40?
Yeah, she started off at 30 and come up 10.
Oh, well, there must be some mistake. Tracy Richards has scads of money.
Well, I reckon she spent it all on that fancy car.
Hardly. She inherited one of the world's great fortunes. Richards Shipping, Richards Hotel, Richards Steel, lumber, paper, electronics. You name it, she's got it.
Well, she sure ain't turning loose much of it.
In here, Chief. You're back early.
Yes, Mr. Clampett.
Howdy, Mr. Drysdale.
What a delightful surprise to find you here. There's nothing wrong, is there?
No, Miss Jane and me were just talking about that woman who wants to buy my house.
Buy your house.
Have no fear, Chief. We both turned her down.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'd rather lose an arm than my good neighbor here. Who is the woman?
Tracy Richards.
Well, if she thinks he's going to get Mr. Clampett's house, she's got another. The Tracy Richards?
That's the one. Uncommon first name, eh?
Richards Shipping, hotels, steel, lumber, paper, electronics.
That's the one, the richest girl in the world. world.
Oh.
Now, calm down, Mr. Drysdale. I told her nothing doing.
But she really wants the house. Well, I always thought that house was too big for Granny to take care of. All the scrubbing and cleaning, and it is a little damp and cold.
I thought you didn't want to lose us as neighbors.
Well, I don't. You can move into my house.
What will Miss Drysdale do?
We'll sleep in the garage. I can pitch a tent, dig a cave, build a tree house. There must be some way to get the Richards account and still keep everybody happy.
Oh, electronic shipping, hotels, steel, paper, hundreds of millions. Is he gonna be all right, Miss Jane?
Oh, yes, he's just overly tired from the trip. I'll give him some money to count. That always soothes him.
What in tarnation? Where you all been?
We've been to Miss Tracy's for victuals.
Get up in the penthouse in what you call a terrace.
Yeah, we could sing for miles. Just like being back in the mountains.
You ain't never seen so much food in all your born days. I had 14 helpings.
Whole string of fellas just wheeling it in and wheeling it out.
No dishes to wash.
Nothing to do except poke at the victuals.
Wait on hand and foot.
Sure beats working your fingers to the bone in this old rock pile.
Sure does.
I'll say.
We should be thankful Miss Tracy wants to take it off of our hands.
Nicest woman that ever drawed a breath.
Regular angel.
Salt of the earth. Jed, you haven't said anything about our new Dodge.
Yeah, how do we look?
Bought and paid for.
What?
You get into this car, all of you, and take this stuff back
Uncle
where...
Jed. Excuse me, you're getting your fingerprints all over my car.
Your car?
Yes, sir. My sweetheart gave it to me.
Sweetheart? You mean Miss Richards?
I am plumb out of my skull about her.
Out of your skull is right. I think all three of yous popped your stoppers.
Jed, what do you got against this sweet lady?
Can't you see she's just using you to get what she wants? She is the most willful, headstrong, spoiled, rotten woman
Jed,
that I've...
I'll have to ask you not to talk that way about the woman that I'm gonna marry.
That tears it. Get in there and get her on the phone.
Now remember, she's all mine.
Yeah, come on, I'll remember. Get in there and get her on the phone.
Hey, and no bird dogging.
Yeah.
Isn't it exquisite, Doug? And I stole it for only $90,000. I'm going to hang it in the drawing room of the mansion, where those hillbillies have that feed store calendar.
I must admit, Miss Richards, that you have three of them run over, but let me point out to you again. It takes Mr. Clampett's signature to make...
That will be Mr. Clampett calling right now.
What?
I'll take it. Hello there. Hello? Hello, who is this?
This is your sweetie.
It's the human disposal. Hello, handsome.
Give me that. Hello, Miss Richards? This here is Jed Clampett speaking.
Oh, hello, Mr. Clampett. I'm so glad you called. I'm very anxious to talk to you.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I got a few words to say to you, too. Now, if you think for a minute you can bribe... Hello?
Hello?
I said, if you think for 1 minute you can... Sounds like we got a bad connection.
Yes, it's terrible.
Well, I'll call you back.
Well, I'm afraid it's my phone. It's been acting this way for days. If you really want to talk, I think you better come over here.
Well, I can...
It's the penthouse of the Richards Plaza. Bye. Type out the sales agreement, fill the fountain pen, ice a bottle of champagne, and get lost.
Did we get away, Ellie?
Well, I reckon. Who was we running from?
From your Paul. He was making noises like he wanted to take the stuff back.
I sure hope he sells Miss Tracy this old house.
Me too. We could live like kings and queens in that hotel of hern.
Yeah, servants to do everything.
Yeah. No beds to make. No floors to scrub, no garden to hoe, no yards to rake, no meals to cook,
No kitchen to clean.
no critters to look after.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ellie,
Yeah, Granny?
I don't want to live in no hotel.
Me neither. Let's take this stuff back.
Good idea, but we gotta take it back clean. Get the washer to going.
Just a moment. Coming. Come right in.
Thank you, Miss Richards.
Who are you?
Milburn Drysdale, president of the Commerce Bank of Beverly Hills. You know, it's kind of dark in here. I'll open the drape so we can see what we're doing.
Now, wait a minute. What do you want?
Well, there's a piece of property you are interested in acquiring. And as a depositor in my bank, I will use my influence in your behalf.
But I'm not a depositor in your bank.
Yes, well, that's what I'm here to talk about. Now, I have taken the liberty of analyzing your financial situation. Could we have a little light?
Get out of here. I'm expecting company.
But I have a plan whereby you can acquire the Clampett mansion.
So do I, and you're gonna ruin it. Now take this. Oh, no. Get in there, and if you make one sound, I'll buy your bank and burn it down. Who is it?
Jed Clampett, ma'am.
Oh, Mr. Clampett, how nice of you to come. We have so much to talk about.
Well, won't take me long to speak my piece.
You haven't even told me how you like my little place here.
Well, it's right nice for what I can see of it. Gotta knock a few windows in it, though.
It's a marvelous idea. Thank you.
Now, ma'am, I come here to talk about all that stuff you give my family. I don't hold with that, and every bit of it is coming back.
You know, when you're angry, your eyes flash blue fire.
It ain't that I don't hold. They do?
I'll put out the fire.
You ain't gonna put it out like that.
Oh, let's be friends.
Well, you're going about that the right way.
Uncle Jed! You're stealing my woman.
No, I ain't.
I'm not your woman.
See, you already stole her.
Jethro, get out of here. You're going to spoil everything.
Mr. Drysdale, how many men you got around here anyhow?
2 more than I need.
Just for that, I ain't gonna marry you. You're too fickle. You can have your old car back, too.
Miss Richards, here's the things you give us. We wanted to fetch them back to you clean, but they wouldn't take a washing worth shucks, especially this feathered shawl.
Yeah. Granny's last soap just took the stripes right off this year's zebra.
So I didn't want to take a chance and wash the spots off of this bird dog.
Thank you.
Let's go home, huh?
Yeah, Jed, don't sell our house.
Never aimed to. Well, Miss Richards, you're welcome to come visit us anytime.
Now forget it.
Well, just trying to be friendly.
Now, you'll forgive me if I don't show you to the door.
Come on, family. I think it's time we go home.
Now then, about this plan of mine.
You two, out. Not that way. That way.
Miss Richards, that's 30 floors.
Happy landing.
Listen! If I do jump, will you open an account in my bank? Miss Richards? Miss Richards! Please, Miss Richards!
Now it's time to say goodbye to Jed and all his kin. They would like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You're all invited back next week to this locality to have a heaping helping of their hospitality. Hillbilly, that is. Set a spell. Take your shoes off. Y'all come back now. Here?
This has been a Filmways presentation.